Hi, I'm Randy Robison. I am here with Stephen Baldwin, actor, writer. I don't even know. What all are you doing? Welcome, by the way.
I'm a magician.
You're a magician.
I'm a juggler.
You are a juggler.
And a skydiver.
You got so many projects going on right now. I don't even know where to begin. Give us an idea of what's going on. What are you doing?
Well, right now, anybody can go to rt.com, like
Russian television.
Russian. I was going to say Roger Thomas. That's funny. Russian television. And on the RT network, which is a cable network,
yep.
Kind of similar to the BBC.
Except
so the
Russian.
BBC is a news network for the British government.
Yeah.
RT is a news network for the Russian government.
You're colluding.
And can we say that on this show? I would love to say that on this show.
Yes, we can say whatever we want.
Well, I'm colluding with the Russians, brother.
Colluding with the Russians. I love it.
So I got a show on their network right now, and it's on their website, rt.com, if you want to watch the show on your phone and all that.
Yeah.
It's called The Great American Pilgrimage.
Right.
And I got to be honest, brother. The Great American Pilgrimage is Stephen Baldwin in a recreational vehicle, big RV, driving across America with his 3 dogs, talking to people about what does America mean to you in the wake of this recent election and all this division and all this angst and all this protest and seemingly this visceral hate.
Yeah.
It just made me kind of say to myself, well, the only way from my perspective to get any kind of sensibility, any kind of understanding about what's going on the other side is I literally want to just immerse myself, get in their face, roll up, say, hey, let's have a cup. Here's my cute dog. Let's have a cup. Let's talk.
Yeah.
And when I see in the greatest country in the world, so much of its potential here and now being stifled, what it's about, what America's about is it's born on Christian values. It's do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So the Great American Pilgrimage is this experiment on my part where I'm saying, what if I go out and host a conversation where I'm willing to do a lot more listening than trying to say to somebody, hold on, here's where you're wrong.
Right. Right.
Because as a person that people know, as a celebrity on the street, when people walk up to me and go, hey, it's nice to meet you and I appreciate what you do, and they respect your privacy, and that's nice.
Yeah.
But when somebody comes up to me and goes, hey, man, I got to talk to you, and you're wrong about this, and here about this in your politics, and, Jesus is not the only way, and I sit there and I go, hey, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Right.
You know,
right. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
You don't have a relationship with them to have that conversation.
But they don't know me.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera. So the response thus far to Great American Pilgrimage has been awesome.
Cool.
A lot of people are having fun watching the show. I call it journaltainment.
It's a little quirky.
It's Stephen Baldwin doing some journalistic work here in an RV with 3 dogs having fun. And then in all of that, I have these conversations with people.
Yeah.
I interviewed a gal that's a Muslim gal in the state of Arizona running for the Senate. I wanted to hear her perspective on women's empowerment, on the Muslim faith.
Do those two things go together?
For her, it does.
Interesting.
But the show...
I want to see that one, yeah.
What's fun for me is I'm presenting a conversation where to my audience, I'm not trying to say, hey, here's where I think you should agree with me about what was just discussed.
Right.
I'm saying to my audience, what do y'all think?
Yeah, that's good. You're not telling them what to think, you're encouraging them to think.
I'm saying whatever this gal, whatever her motivations are, I learned something in the conversation.
Yeah.
So now I have a better sense, not of judging her, but of who she is.
Yeah.
And discerning what I'm going to be praying for about her, or what hope I have for her, or any of those things.
Yeah. No, that's very cool. We're going to check that out. RT TV. You can watch them online too, I'm guessing?
Yeah, anybody can just go to rt.com. It'll show you where the cable network. You know, if anybody has cable and they have like bundles of packages,
somewhere.
You have to look up RT to see if it's on your cable package. But I just tell people go to RT.com.
Okay, so go to RT.com, check that out. I want to hear real quick about some of your movie stuff because I know you got several other things going on.
This one particular movie I did that's coming out around Easter is called Church People.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
As it should be, if we're honest.
And it's with myself. It's with a terrific actor named Joey Fatone from NSYNC.
Yeah.
Another guy named Donald Faison, African-American guy from Scrubs, the TV series.
Okay.
A wonderful actor, pastor, and stand-up comic named Thor Ramsey.
Yeah.
Is the guy who came up with this idea along with Christopher Sean Shaw, the director. So we got together and made this movie a while ago. I was able to raise the financing. Praise the Lord, he opened the door. With Mike Lindell from My Pillow.
Yeah.
Mike Lindell is the financier of the film.
He's an interesting guy.
Mike's a great guy. So I tell people this. Everybody knows back in the 80s a wonderful John Hughes picture called The Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could do The Breakfast Club in a church with a youth group and all the church folks in the church, Church People is similar to that. It's the story of a youth pastor who becomes very famous as an author and a speaker, but gets disconnected from the Lord and his walk of faith. So he goes back to his megachurch to try to find himself, and that church is kind of out of control as well.
Okay.
So it's about Thor's character named Guy. It's about how this youth pastor has to go through this incredibly zany, wacky experience in order to convince not only himself, but even his senior pastor and everybody at his church that the focus always should be and needs to be Jesus and the gospel. Very cool.
There's two things for you. I'm going to get this guy out of here because you can see him on the broadcast show on Life Today, lifetoday.org, and he's got to go do it right now. But two things, Great American Pilgrimage, Church People, check them out, and your website for people that want to just see all that you're doing.
Anybody can see what I'm doing if you're on social. It's at Stephen Baldwin 7, the number 7. So at Stephen with a PH Baldwin and the number 7, or StephenBaldwin.com.
Excellent. Check it out. Thank you for watching and sharing this interview. Be sure to check out the social media for Life Today Television, and you can connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't already subscribed or followed this channel, do it now so you can see more of our great guests.